I've seen Basil keeping a timetable to read, watch movies, sleep, all these things were planned during Corona lockdown.
Okay.
For me, it was like a huge vacation. Sanju was going to Munnar.
Okay.
And I was staying in Thodupuzha. So he checked, bro, are you somewhere in this Idiki district? And I said, yes, I'm in Thodupuzha. It was around 11 o'clock and he was on his way. And he came and we sat there till 2 o'clock. Next day morning I had shoot. But still, I was like, Michael, the character I played, was a very risky character.
Okay.
It can go into a bad performance very easily because that character is very tricky, and he trusted that I can pull it off.
Even the pre-work, the மையக்கருவும் சூப்பரா இருந்துச்சு. லோகாவோட biggest successக்கு அதோட ரூட்டடா ஹிஸ்டாரிக்கலா அந்த குழந்தையோட transformation இருக்கு இல்லையா? How the Loka, that was the biggest success, but it's the reason for the main success I felt.
Yeah,
அதோட அந்த rooted story ஒன்று இருக்கும் இல்லையா? அந்த flashbackல ஒரு விஷயம்.
The making movies with myths and making it believable.
Okay.
It's not easy, but if you succeed in it, it will be a very different experience.
Okay.
Periyar Maniammai Institute of Science and Technology, Thanjavur. RIAC ranked number 17 in India by IIRF.
Nice to meet you. An actor, director, stunt directors, there will be a communication will be there. They used to be there. But have you ever talked to an editor in your films? ஏனா எடிட்டரோட டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி சிச்சுவேஷன் போயிருக்கா? பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா?
I'll be very close with all the editors.
Oh, that's good to know.
I love the movie being formed.
Okay.
On screen. When I'm doing a movie, most of the time you will find me in a chair right next to the spot editor.
Okay.
I don't have much knowledge about editing or anything, but I just like to watch a movie being made. I mean, different shots, arranging.
Yeah.
Then those arrangements, it becomes a scene, and that scene has to be. And editor can even improvise and add more layers to the scene which we already shot. So, and the magic பார்க்கிறது எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும்.
Okay.
From shots, a scene is being formed. From scenes, a movie is being formed. And the process எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். So most of the time I'll be sitting right next to the spot editor.
Okay.
எதுக்கும் இல்லை, just அது பார்க்கறது, I mean, it's very satisfying for me.
It's a creative process.
It's a creative process and I'm not doing anything. He is doing, but when he is doing it, I love watching.
இப்போ சஞ்சு சேட்டாவுக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் நடந்துச்சு. வேர்ல்ட் கப்ல he have been working
for
very long.
It was cinematic. Very thrilling.
ஒரு 15 வருஷமா 20 வருஷமா ஒருத்தர் உண்மையா உழைச்சிட்டு இருக்காரு. அவருக்கு கரெக்டா வேர்ல்டு கப் ஃபைனல்ல 3 மேட்ச்ல ஒரு பெரிய விஷயம் நடக்குது. அப்போ வந்து பேசில் ஜோசப் வந்து ஒரு போட்டோ போட்டு மென்ஷன் பண்ணிருந்தாரு, a long friend, God gives you the right thing right on right time. அதை பார்க்குறப்ப செம்ம ஹாப்பியா இருந்தது. when it comes into sport, when comes into cinema thing which is applies to you as well, ரெண்டு பேருக்கும் இருக்கிற ஒரு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங், ரெண்டு பேரும் இந்த கஷ்டப்படுறதுக்கான சினிமா நடக்குது. பட் when you putting effort on the right time, on a hard work continuously போட்டுட்டே இருந்தா அது எண்ட்ல ஒரு சக்சஸ் கிடைக்குது இல்ல? அது how do you feel personally? ஏன்னா சஞ்சு சாம்சனோட அபிஷியல் வீடியோ போட்டிருந்தாங்க, அபிஷியல் ப்ரொமோஷன் மென்டர் ஃபேன்ஸ் பேசில்னு சொல்லி ஒரு வீடியோல பண்ணியா போடுறாங்க. பட் the thing is, even in sport or cinema, the true talent should be encouraged. அதுதான் சினிமா.
That's right. So hard work and commitment, you might not get the result right then and there on the same day. You worked hard one day, you don't expect the result by evening. You cannot expect that by evening. Success might take time.
Okay.
But when it comes like how it came for Sanju. So I know Sanju since a very long time.
Okay.
And
so you three are of the gang.
I mean, Basil and Sanju are very close.
Okay.
And we three hang out.
Later you are done.
Yeah. And
you should release those pictures because of its title. He's become a Chennai guy now.
So during Pallichattambi shoot also, once Sanju was going to Munnar.
Okay.
And I was staying in Thodupuzha. So he checked, bro, are you somewhere in this Idiki district? And I said, yes, I'm in Thodupuzha. It was around 11 o'clock and he was on his way. And he came and we sat there till 2 o'clock. Next day morning I had shoot. But still, I was like, he's an international player. International player. And I feel very happy because I've been seeing his growth from the beginning, and it's especially when he's from the same state, we'll have this soft corner to him. When he started off itself, we had this soft corner. When we met, we started talking and we became friends. Then when this World Cup was happening, it became personal for us because we know him personally. We know how hard he works. அதனால I couldn't watch F1 from theater first.
Okay.
No, first when it was released, I was not in town. I couldn't watch it from theater. From IMAX, I wanted to watch.
Okay.
And finally, I decided to watch it when it re-released.
Recently.
Recently. And the World Cup was happening. And I thought that match will be over by the time I go to the theater. But what happened was Sanju was batting. And it was the match in which he took 89 runs.
With West Indies, first match you were 97.
I think so. So I have a video in which, in the theater, while Brad Pitt is driving, and that movie is something I wanted to watch for a very long time, and I was waiting for it to re-release so that I can watch it in IMAX. But in IMAX theater, when Brad Pitt is driving, I am watching Sanju's match in the phone. And once that match finished, only I started watching the movie properly because it becomes personal. When someone when your friend is being successful, that success feels personal.
True.
And for the World Cup final also, me, my brother, my cousins, everyone, we set up a projector and we sat and watched the whole match. Adhe madri Basil, I know him since a very long time. We connected for Goda. That's how we started talking. And by the time we finished Goda, we understood that both of us are very similar in many ways.
Are similar and the film choices.
I think he can visualize the silly jokes I tell,
Okay.
and I can visualize the silly jokes he says. So I don't have to explain a joke to him.
Okay.
If I tell a joke, he'll understand.
Okay.
Sometimes he might not laugh. He might say "lol" instead of laughing out loud. He will say "lol." But still, what I'm saying is we are able to communicate easily, and he is a hard worker. As in, I've seen Basil keeping a timetable to read, watch movies, sleep. All these things were planned during Corona lockdown.
Okay.
For me, it was like a huge vacation. I'll wake up when I want to wake up. I'll do whatever I feel like doing that particular day. But he had a timetable for screenwriting lessons, for because we were doing Minal Murli and we had to break because of lockdown. He was doing screenwriting sessions and he was reading, he was watching a lot of movies, and by the time the lockdown ended, I think Basil was little more as a director and as a screenwriter, I think he was little more matured.
Okay.
And that difference I felt while I did the last schedule of Minal Murli.
That's how.
So he's someone who works so hard.
Okay.
And seeing him successful makes me happy. That success feels personal.
Okay.
Same goes with Arun Dominic. When we did Tarangam, it didn't work in theaters. But when Goda came out, that's very inspiring also.
Okay.
I mean, for years, he couldn't do another movie because first movie didn't work out well in theaters. That affects that director as a person, and people will look at him as a failed director. But he bounced back with the biggest hit in Malayalam. That's very inspiring and that's very personal.
That's how it's Loka. It's become very huge hit. That's how even Pan India's first female-centric film, it was 300 crore plus. Yeah. That's a huge number hit. Even people are waiting for Michael, what he is doing to the second thing. Yeah. So, மைக்கிளோட லுக்கில் இருந்து மைக்கிள் பார்த்த விதமாக இருக்கட்டும், மைக்கிளோட அட்டையரை பார்த்தோன்னே something that Loka universe become that எப்போவுமே ஒரு இண்டஸ்ட்ரி ஸ்விஃப்ட்.
I think Michael, the character I played, was a very risky character.
Okay.
It can go into a bad performance very easily because that character is very tricky. And he trusted that I can pull it off.
Okay.
And I trusted that Dominic will make me do it.
Okay.
He'll extract the best performance from me. It was this mutual trust that worked.
Okay.
That's why he told there is this few days of work. Can you come and do it? I said yeah. And I didn't, back then when I committed it, I didn't know that there is this whole Chatan, whole universe and this Chatan sequel is coming. But later on, the universe became bigger, and they have a skeleton for everything, and they're working on it right now.
ஈவன் இந்த ப்ரீ ஒர்க் இந்த மையக்கருவும் சூப்பராக இருந்துச்சு. லோகாவோட பிக்கெஸ்ட் சக்ஸஸ்க்கு அதோட ரூட்டடாக ஹிஸ்டாரிக்கலாக அந்த குழந்தையோட டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, ஹவு த லோகா தட் வாஸ் த பிக்கெஸ்ட் சக்ஸஸ். பட் இட்ஸ் ரீசன் ஃபார் த மெயின் சக்ஸஸ் ஐ ஃபெல்ட். அதோட அந்த ரூட்டட் ஸ்டோரி ஒன்று இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அந்த ஃப்ளாஷ்பேக்கில் ஒரு விஷயம்
என்னன்னா, மேக்கிங் மூவிஸ் வித் மித்ஸ் and making it believable. It's not easy, but if you succeed in it, it will be a very different experience. ஏன்னா சின்ன வயசுலேருந்து இந்த மித்ஸ் எல்லாம் நம்ம எல்லாரும் we have read it and heard it. அதனால it's familiar. பட் அதுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ட்வீக்கிங் ட்விஸ்டிங் பண்ணி அதை ஒரு ரியலிஸ்டிக்காக பிலீவபிளாக ஒரு அந்த மித்தில் இருக்கிற கேரக்டர்ஸை சூப்பர் ஹீரோஸாக அப்படி ஸ்க்ரீனில் when they introduce those characters as superheroes, it's more relatable for people. It's rooted with our regional myths.
Of course, நம்ம சின்ன வயசுல கதை கேட்டு தான் வளர்ந்துருக்கோம். எல்லாருமே தாத்தா பாட்டி கதையில ஆரம்பிச்சு தான் நம்ம வாழ்க்கை.
அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய myths இருக்கு இந்தியன் மித்தாலஜியில்.
அது இங்கிலீஷ் ஃபிலிம்ஸில் நிறைய பார்த்துருப்போம். இப்போ தமிழ்ல இங்கே மலையாளத்தில் சவுத் இந்தியன் ஃபிலிம்ஸில் நடக்கிறப்போ ஹாப்பியாக இருக்குது. அக்கார்டிங் டு யூ, மலையாளம் சினிமா அவங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய லிபர்ட்டி ஆஃப் மேக்கிங், அது கிராஃப்டை அடுத்த ஸ்டேஜ் கொண்டு போகிற ஃபீல் எங்கள் எல்லாருக்குமே இருக்குது. அண்ட் ஃபன்னி ஃபார் யூ,
ஒன் திங், மலையாளிஸ் ஆர் வெரி கிரிட்டிக்கல், விச் ஹெல்ப்ஸ் அஸ். ஏன்னா ரொம்ப கிரிட்டிக்கலாக ரொம்ப சீரியஸாக படங்களை பார்ப்பாங்க. ஏன்னா தே ஃபீல் ஒஃபெண்டட் இஃப் எ மூவி இஸ் மேட் பேட். அந்த ஒஃபெண்டடாக ஃபீல் பண்ணுவாங்க. that is actually making people to put in lot more effort, filmmakers to put in lot more effort, or actors or any artist associating in a movie, they want their work to be undeniably good so that we get appreciation. If we do okay work and all, we'll not get appreciation there. So it's little hard to place Malayali audience. So for survival, we have to work hard. And also I think this is a legacy that we carry forward since the filmmakers, when in Malayalam industry, from G. Aravindan sir to Padmarajan sir to many brilliant filmmakers, they paved the path and we are just following it. And I don't think every movie that is being made in Malayalam is perfect and all. I don't believe that. Every industry has good movies and bad movies and all, but everyone is doing movies so that it become a good movie. Sometimes the execution can be little deviated and it can go bad. That's not in our hands. We should concentrate and we should focus and work hard and correct it. That's the only way. As I said earlier, trial and error. But I think we got that legacy from these seniors, which paved the path. Now we know the path. We just have to walk straight. We cannot. we just have to follow their path and be creative and change cinema according to the time. I mean, when years passes, we cannot keep doing the same cinema that we did 20 years back or 30 years back. In 2026, when we make a movie, we should consider the audience who are watching it. The value systems has changed. The righteousness has changed. A lot of things changes. It's part of evolution, and we have to be updated according to the evolution.
Great. Whenever we're watching your films, we used to be happy and we used to give support whenever you're exploring things. Keep on exploring and keep on give the trial and error method. Apply your life. Thank you so much.
Periyar Maniammai Institute of Science and Technology, Thanjavur. RIAC ranked number 17 in India by IIRF.